What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today it's time to talk about the failure of a new Deepwoken resource that I really wanted to see succeed. As a concept, or in theory, this idea is awesome and almost something cool, but currently it's just not working. It's about time we get started and introduce the topic at hand, the Wither status. This condition is only applied in a few different ways, and its main purpose is to reduce the maximum health of a player on hit. Essentially, any part of your health bar that's marked in blue cannot be regenerated until that wither effect goes away. As of right now, we're fairly limited to wither application, but it can be slapped onto players in a few different ways. The new armor, the Darkened Bastion, and its talent, Withering Soul, takes 20% of your weapon's M1 damage and adds that as a bonus onto player health bars as Wither. Supposedly, this effect is doubled with the Dark Spindle, but I don't think it works at all. In theory, if you dealt 100% of a player's health bar with M1s alone, not counting crits, status, bleed, mantras, or whatever else, that's only 20% of their maximum health reduced by Wither. Even if you double this with the Deep Spindle, 40% of their health bar being withered sucks, and that's the best case scenario. And the other option is to slam targets with Emperor Flame, applying a minuscule amount of Wither if it lands. And I'm not gonna lie, Emperor Flame costs so much to charge and isn't that easy to hit, and the Wither itself isn't good at all. On top of all of that, there are actually a few ways to remove Wither from yourself if the status wasn't terrible enough. Exiting a combat tag slowly dwindles the Wither effect, which makes a lot of sense. Sitting at a campfire also has a similar effect, draining the Wither alongside health regen. And now, the final way to remove Wither is by knocking somebody and receiving a health pack, which instantly pops that status and removes it. So, after understanding what Wither is, why is it practically useless? Honestly, I think the core of this issue fundamentally stems from the fact that healing in Deepwoken really isn't that crazy. Yes, healing can be done in several ways almost constantly throughout fights, but it's not at the insane levels of regen that are filling up your entire health bar, and they're not even going to touch that Wither status. For example, if I were to deal 100% of somebody's health with that new talent, they'd only have 20% of their health withered, which is useless because they would be on the ground already. Regardless, even if 50% of a 600 health build is reduced by Wither, who is realistically healing 300 health in a single fight without getting a health pack or sitting at a campfire? So that's useless because Wither does nothing in those situations because it's removed by both of them. And we're not even gonna mention, I guess, people without healing because Wither does nothing to people that cannot heal. As an idea for a buff or rework, some people say that players might need to heal that withered health first before receiving any heals in combat, but that's just an idea that hasn't been realized and it's up for discussion. So, what are your thoughts about Wither and how it could be buffed? Again, I really enjoy the concept, but right now it's almost useless in combat. If you learned something new, please make sure to like and subscribe so we can hit 90k subs. Thanks again, it's punchin' time.